Howdy ho, neighbors. Welcome to another day. Today, a very important day. Today's Wednesday. Today's the day that all your sins was paid for and finished. This would have been the day that Jesus was on that cross for all man's sins, Gentiles and Jews alike. So this was a very important day. Today is the 5th on our calendar. A lot of things going on last night. I was very shocked to find out about this 100-foot crater that opened up on Yellowstone in the last 24 hours. I don't think anything like that's happened in my time. I'm not sure of it. The oddest thing, just shocked it didn't make news like it did. Well, the way I think it should have been. I just shocked. I had to watch it 3 times just to make sure I was seeing it correctly. But a 100-foot crater opened up on Yellowstone within the last 24 hours. So, usually I kind of ignore things about Yellowstone because it's always quaking, it's always moving. We always know that, but I've never known it to do that. So it's something that, like I said, we don't fear anything, but we just know events are happening. This is a big week. A lot of people are watching this week all around the world, praying that Jesus comes and gets us out of here. Boy, would that be nice. We wouldn't have to be here another week on this evil planet. Everything that's happening in New York, around the world, Finland becoming another part of NATO, right on the Russian border, and eventually they will get tired of this. And it won't take long. Like I said, World War III does start this year. We won't be here to see it, but it does start this year, and it will be bad. I've tried to warn people, but most people won't listen, just like you try to warn people, and they don't listen either. So not much we can do. It's just get ready to get out of here and let them deal with the aftermath. That's all we can do. But I was watching so many news articles last night. I was just trying to catch up with everything, with all these storms. We have a bunch, you can see right now, it's kind of dreary outside. These storms are headed my way today. Got my coffee fixed up, my generator's ready to go. So at least I'm prepared. But the worst part of it is when we don't have no power, there's no internet. So that's the worst part about here. So I won't be able to get any videos out, so I wanted to get one out early. So make sure there's something on. But just definitely keep your eyes up on the Lord right now, especially this week. Lord only knows, with that thing that happened in Yellowstone, crazy things, I do believe, supernatural things, people are going to start seeing very, very soon. It's coming. It is coming. We're already starting to see them. Lots of crazy things are starting to come up. So have yourselves ready. I've been trying to talk to a lot of people here, telling them what's coming. They don't want to hear it either. They think Jesus ain't coming for another 300 years. They're like, well, I don't see anything happening today. Me and Bonnie McCoy's talking about that the other night. I'm like, how in the world? And she's the same way with me. She goes, I don't know. She said, I'll never understand how they don't get it. I said, the only thing I can come up with is they're so engulfed in their life and their lifestyle that they don't look up. It's the same way it was back in Noah's time. Same way. They just did not want to see the world falling apart. And eventually the water took them all. And this time fire will take all these people because they won't see it either. Too busy on their Instagrams and TikToks. People today don't need idols. They're their own idols. They worship themselves. They don't need idols. It's just gotten so horrible and so bad. I don't know how anybody can not see where we are. Sodom and Gomorrah has nothing on this world. Nothing. This world has put Sodom and Gomorrah to shame. Past it. That's how bad we are. And the church is like, yeah, we're going to pray for God to heal the nation. I'm like, honey, he's going. The only way he can heal this nation is come down and scrub it clean and start over. There is no healing this nation the way it is. They've already chosen their paths. Half the church teaching you prosperity, that you're going to be rich. Your riches are not down here, they're in heaven. These people that teach that crap are crap. I'll just say it the way it is. These prosperity preachers are garbage. That's all they are. There is no prosperity down here. Your prosperity's in heaven. But see, they don't want to be rich in heaven. They want to be rich down here. That's why these people, these big churches, are not preaching that Jesus is coming, because they don't want him to come, because they know when he comes what's going to happen to them. They're out of business. If you want to truly know why it's us little guys out here trying to wake up the world and get them on the ark, because these big guys are making so much money. Heck, Jesus comes, he puts them out of business. They don't want that. That's where we're at. And these people praying that the church is going to help the nation. Their prayers are going to wake up, and heal the nation. These churches are so corrupt. We've passed that. The apostasy of the church is way past the great falling away. We've passed that. I mean, we are way in Revelation right now, the way it's going. Some of the laws they're trying to get passed, the pedophiles, that they're just sick. They don't mean to do what they do. I mean, that's where we are. That's the United States, as it is. The United States have kicked God off the countryside. He's no longer in this country. This country don't want him. That's why I'm telling you, everything's falling apart. I see the storms coming. This distraction in New York, all that is because they know the banks are about to crash. 142 nations getting ready to drop the U.S. dollar. When that happens, you won't be able to buy a box of Kleenexes in America. But see, they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know. So they come out and say the economy is the greatest it's ever been, which is a lie, and a flat out lie. And the people of America, okay, I believe you. That's where we are. And it's the same way as Jesus coming back. They don't see that. They don't see the economy is gone. That, you can't wake these people up. That's why I said there's only one way out, and that's out of here. Because these people, there's no helping them. There is no helping them. I've told people that you cannot help these people. They won't listen. They know it all, and they don't know nothing. And that's where we are. That's why I'm telling you, there's only one way out, and that's through Jesus. You better get on that boat, because this world will be gone 7 to 8 months from now. It will be gone. This country will be no more. There won't be no more vacations, no more meteorologists. All that sports, all the entertainment is all gone. There's only one way out of here. So if you're just like, well, everything's fine and dandy and I just love my life, well, your life is about to be turned upside down, because that's all going to be gone. Not just here, it's going to be gone all over the world. Once this thing fires off, we go up, this world's going to burn. If I was you, I would choose the other way around and get off this planet, because only through Jesus are you going to get out of here. So I'd be calling up on him today if you think, well, I'm going to postpone that Jesus guy because I've got things going real well down here. Well, it's not going to last very long. Those days of you just doing whatever you want to do are over. Judgment's coming upon this nation and on this world. That's why I'm on here every day trying to talk sense into people, that maybe they'll turn back right now and get on the rapture train that's coming. Because I'm telling you, once we leave, it's going to be chaos like you have never seen. It's already there now. Imagine what it's going to be like when the church is raptured. You don't want to be here. And there's going to be people out there, they don't believe it. There's nothing we can do for them. They're just set up to fail. There's nothing you can do. They won't. They love this world so much that they'd give up eternity with God to live on this horrible piece of crap planet that they're trying to save. This one world religion of save the earth. Worship the creation and not the creator. It's in the Bible. That's exactly what they do. They worship Mother Earth. There's no saving this planet. No solar panels or any of that crap's going to help. The world ends. The Bible tells you. It will be destroyed by fire. There's no saving it. But people won't listen. They didn't listen the last time. They won't listen this time. But on this day, he died for all their sins so they could spit on him and ignore him, but he still did it because he loved them. But they choose this horrible place over him. That just shows you the mentality and the ignorance of man. And he gets everything that he's seeking, but it will be destroyed. Jesus did everything. Everybody's like, well, that God, he sounds like he's a bad feller, wanting to destroy us all. No, you destroy yourself. Jesus did everything to make sure you live for eternity. You just didn't want it. It ain't him, it's you. You choose to be evil because you want to be evil. That's where we are today. Man chooses to be evil. But Jesus did everything to make sure you live for eternity. You would never die. You would live in paradise, but you don't want it. So never blame God. You choose the world over him. That is you. That's not him. There's only two ways out of this, people. One's hell, burn forever. The other is live for eternity with Jesus. You only have two choices. There's no in between. There's no maybes. You are going to have to make a choice now in your life, because this is coming to an end. I'm telling you, it could be any time. He is coming. Judgment's coming. This world is going to die very soon. I don't care if you believe me or not. I promise you 120,000%, this world is about to end. These other people, they kind of wishy-washy around. I'm telling you right now, 2023, this world's going to end. The world as you know it now will end this year. Now, those that are smart will listen to me and get themselves prepared and get on the boat. I'm sitting here just like Noah did, and I'm telling you the door's getting ready to shut on you. The flood is coming, people, except it's not water. It's going to be fire. Once we're gone, that's it. It's either lose your head or you die in explosions or whatever else that falls upon this earth, but it won't be pretty. But right now is your opportunity. Do it while it's easy, in the grace period. Get yourselves ready. On this day, he made sure that it was easy for you, so you could live forever. This is the day it all began. Jesus did everything in the world to make sure you would not be destroyed or suffer. You would live forever. Today is that day. But people will still choose to ignore him, that they know better, they love this world, and they would rather sit here and melt when all this stuff happens than live for eternity with Jesus. That is mankind, and that's why we're at the end of the world. They'd rather be on their TikToks, their Facebooks, worshiping themselves, because that's what they do. If you can't see that the end is here, you're never going to convince you, and you will perish here. And then you'll perish in a lake of fire for eternity. You better start turning around now. You're out of time. The animals are already on the ark. The last humans are just now boarding it. The rest is up to you. Do not be left here. It's not going to be a fun ride. Don't ever get in front of Jesus and say you wasn't warned, because we're warning you right now. You're being told. You're just choosing to ignore it. Be a light at the end of the tunnel, people. Try to convince these people. And if you can't, move on to the next, because, like I said, if they choose to perish here upon this earth when we leave, there's nothing we can do for them. If their ignorance is that much, that they cannot see what's coming for them. And let me tell you something, it don't take a brain scientist. The world is ready to destroy itself, and it's going to destroy itself this year. I'm here 100% telling you, this is the year it will destroy itself. It does happen. The only way out is through the rapture, when Jesus comes and snatches the church out of here. All you got to do is simply believe that he died upon that cross for your sins. He is the only God. There is only one. There is no others. There's no going through one goes through them all. That's a bunch of crap. That's Satan. He's been saying that lie since the beginning of time. There's only one way. Yeshua is the only way. The Lord Jesus Christ. He's the only way into heaven. He did it all. There's nothing you can do. No works in heaven. I don't care what these churches teach you. It's garbage. That ain't going to get you in. There's nothing you'll do in 50 billion lifetimes to conquer what Jesus did on the cross for you. He did all the work. All you got now is simply believe in him. And people still won't do it. It's how lazy and arrogant mankind is. Don't be one of them. Be smarter. Have yourselves prepared and ready to get out of here. Because I'm here to tell you, God has me on here every day just trying one more day to warn you, to get you ready. If you don't take it, one day you will face Jesus. We all do. He's going to tell you, hey, you heard it and you ignored it. I never knew you. And then you get thrown into a lake of fire, which you will burn forever. You'll never die. You will burn forever and ever. Take a lighter and stick it to your hand and hold it there permanently. And imagine something way worse. And if you don't believe that's the truth, it is. The lake of fire is the truth. The Word of God, it's right there. You will burn forever. You'll never die. And that's coming soon, people. That ain't like 20,000 years from now. That is like, that's around the corner. These people are going to be thrown into the lake of fire, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. People don't preach about hell because they're scared of it. Let me tell you something, hell's real. And if you don't get right with Jesus, that's where you're going to go. And you will burn forever. Wake up. Your time is running out. If I don't see or hear from you again, I'll see you in heaven.